I can leave you up there. Come on, let's go somewhere.
This is like the 4th time I see this in like 10 years. So guys, I have this 05 G35 6-speed. It's a rev up. Let me see. It has short ram intake, plum spacer, 5/16, test pipe, and I believe it's an NVIDIA exhaust. It's a dual exit. He uploaded a file he got from a shop in Georgia. He bought the upriver cable from them and their file, and he uploaded it himself. The baseline, I'm not on the right screen right now, is 253. I'll show you guys in a little bit. And 235 torque. I let off at around 6100 RPM because it's running very lean. All right, the baseline from the other whatever 253 wheel, and after the tune 264, or after my tune 264, the torque was 235. Now it's 245, running way safer. It's raining right now, so he's probably not going to be able to really try it out, but you know, he can still have fun with the Crackle map. And that's it for this one. Can't wait to get my motor in. Kind of want to do some things to it before. I mean, the other car still run, the other motor still runs, so there's no rush. But I mean, George doesn't have any cams in stock. They're not going to be here for a while, like half a year or something like that. So I don't know. There's nothing much to do. I'm just gonna do maintenance on it. Gallery gaskets, even if they're good, I'm gonna change them anyways. And I'm gonna do the water pump and probably some other things in there. So I'll just have them open it up anyways. What's up, guys? I have this. I don't even know. I guess it's a 2012 370Z automatic. Not here for tuning. This guy said he just bought this car. I totally forgot because I just talked to him about an hour ago. He bought the car maybe within a couple weeks or something. Very nice guy. He said he's not really into performance, at least right now, and that is the wrong one right here. I wonder if that's like a replacement one after the airbag pops. But yeah, so he brought it in, said it bogs out, an extreme throttle lag, it shoots flames just driving. I guess I don't think you watch my YouTube videos because you said that your friend referred you to the shop here for us to look at it. But you had said that your mom, I guess when you picked up the car, and your mom was behind you, and you said that she said the car was shooting flames just driving. So there's like some broken clips in the engine bay, but they're still connected. I don't think that's causing the issue. I'm actually helping George out. I'm helping the shop out because they're really busy right now. So this is something at least I can get started for them, for George, since he does the diagnostics. You know, we help each other out. So obviously I don't get paid to diagnose this car. It doesn't matter. I could spend 10 minutes on it. I could spend an hour, but it doesn't matter. You know, why? It doesn't matter. So anyways, I checked it, and it actually is tuned by someone. I don't really recognize that number, but I can actually look it up, and it was tuned June 23rd of 2020. So we don't know what it's tuned for. I'm just gonna look into it and see if it's maybe tune related. It's actually very possible that the car had different mods and it's the same tune. So something to the point where it would cause all these issues. He said it just feels really slow. Or maybe nothing's wrong with it and it's just the tune, and maybe this is why the other person sold it. So I'm gonna look up the serial number, and then I'm gonna do some things on here. So I guess the first thing I have to do is put it back to stock, and maybe that might fix it. And then after that, I have to test drive it and make sure that the clips in the engine bay are not causing the issue as well, because of the movement. It does have some codes on here. It has some codes that it shouldn't have when you have a tune, so that's pretty weird. So anyways, I'm just gonna check this out for them, and hopefully I can figure it out, and just, you know, this car can come out already, because it's already packed over there again every single day. All right, so I did find out where they're at. They're in San Diego. I'm not gonna say the name of the shop. I never heard of them, so I don't know if they've been tuning for a long time, if they're new, they just started a couple years ago. I have no idea. I didn't look into it. Doesn't matter, it's none of my business. But I did find out, and I'm putting a stock file in here right now and see how it runs. So at this point, it's very simple, it's very obvious that if the car runs the same, then it has nothing to do with the tune. So if it's better, then it was the tune. So after that, like I said, we don't know. Maybe it had another part that it doesn't now, but it would have to be something major. You know, if you have an exhaust or like a standard size intake, that this doesn't happen if you go back to like stock parts. Not like this. It's literally sputtering. It does have the stock injectors. Does have the stock intakes. I haven't checked, but it could still have the catalytic converters, and it's actually very possible that they're clogged. Now, I don't really smell anything. Usually they smell bad when they're clogged, but I would have to double check, or I would just have to tell George to double check. So I'm gonna tell George whatever I find, and that should cut his time to work on it in half. Or maybe I'm gonna find out right now, but I'll let you guys know. All right, it was probably the tune. It revs way better. It feels like I just tuned it right now, but I didn't. It's literally a stock file. So I'm gonna probably just go up and down the street, cruise. He said just very light throttle. It was really bad. So obviously he couldn't go full throttle. Now it makes sense he couldn't go full throttle. So it was the tune. Why? I have no idea. Just the reasons I said. So you can't really blame these people in San Diego, or maybe you can. So like I always say in the other videos, these are the things you have to think about. So maybe it was the tune, maybe it wasn't, but we don't have the info. Sometimes I do have the info. You know, the owner of the car will tell me, hey, you know, that they went to this guy, they got a tune, and they'll explain it, and it's the tune. But then we have situations like this where they bought the car, and assuming from a dealer, because you have that. So I'm surprised the dealer sold it to him like this. But anyways, I'm gonna double check, make sure it's fixed. And also I have to tell George about the connections and on the motor, because when you're driving, you know, the motor mounts, the movement, everything, that connection can come undone. So I'm gonna have him check that out. There's also those other things, and I'll probably make sure the transmission drives good now that you can go higher in the RPM. So I'm gonna check it out pretty quick, and this one hopefully is done. Maybe just George might rewire the clips or put new clips or something. They're broken, so I don't know if this is a motor swap. Usually the clip in the back that's broken, you always see that when somebody does a motor swap. Over here they're very careful on that clip in the back, and there's like 2 or 3 that are like broken. But yeah, I'm gonna tell George everything, but everything seems good. So this guy was waiting for his ride, and I think he said he lives in Hollywood or LA is what he said. So if only I got to it earlier. So this one was something, like I said, I could go and try and start it for George. So there's other cars over there, but those are things that I'm not gonna do. So it's like a clutch job or something. So I can't, I'm not gonna start on that. That's not my job. You know, this isn't my job either, but this is something I can get to. and while I wait for like things for the computer to turn on and all that, the stock tune to upload, you know, I can go back to my messages, I can look at my email tunes, so I can still sit in here and do the regular stuff I do. So sometimes, yeah, I'll go, and it's not all the time, but you know, like I'll go and hold something, you know, like the flashlight, and then they yell at me because I'm not holding the flashlight right. But yeah, I'm glad this is fixed, because this guy literally, he told me he was depressed. He literally told me inside the office he was depressed, but he's gonna be super, super happy. Still good. Hopefully he gets a tune, but I know he's gonna be very, very happy. He's probably glad his friend told him to come over here. And yeah, it was tuned on Ecutech. I checked with Upriv and it wasn't. For you tuners out there that watch my stuff but don't talk to me, you actually don't talk to me, there's a way, as soon as you plug it in with Upriv, there's a way to tell if it's tuned on Ecutech without you having to grab Ecutech. But anyways, I just know all these little tricks and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually happy for him. I'm gonna go test drive it. Whoa. All right, guys, I have this 2018. Oh, what are you doing there? 2018 Q50. Unfortunately, VR30, of course. It's only here for dyno pulls. I'm not tuning it. Do not bother me about that. Let's see what it does. Yeah. 366 torque, 366 wheel horsepower. All right, so that's pretty normal, you know. For the power to drop second pull, these cars just heat soak so fast, and you know, it has the stock tune on there, the factory tune, so that's pretty normal. Let's do a third pull and see if it's gonna go back up to the 360s, go up a little more than that, or if it's just gonna stay down there. .363, so yeah, best is 366, and likes to hang around the 360s, so that's what it does stock. What's up, guys? I have this old 3, unfortunately, 350Z, and it's automatic. This guy bought the car like this. It's already tuned. It's on E85. Has a 3.5-inch intake, test pipe, and single exit exhaust. He told me it's tuned by somebody in Whittier, and he just wants to get tuned by me, and that's it. No, nothing else to say. So I went ahead and did a baseline pull, and I would say honestly about half of the RPMs right here is good to decent, but after that it's extremely lean. And I saw some other stuff that I've never seen from this person who tuned the car. It's actually not good.